Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Fragrance Banter podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Steve.
And we're two friends going on an adventure, smelling fragrances and giving reviews, hanging out. And what else are we doing, Steve?
We are building our friendship. I don't know if you had a big ding then, like a bell, like we're about to have a fight. I swear I had a little drink while you were doing the intro, and I went to put it down and I clanged it against a bottle. Apologies. Yeah, we are smelling fragrances. We're building our friendship. I'm trying to be your best friend, and in an attempt to do that, every week I ask you a friend question. So I'm going to do that again now. We've found out all sorts of things about Mike so far. We've found out what he does when he goes to the toilet, what he does in the shower, where he stores his ketchup, what his favourite peanut butter is. If you're a Patreon member, you will hear us raining on the debate about 100 men versus a gorilla. So we've proven that with science. We've absolutely answered that. No more debate. We absolutely answered that categorically. So if you need to find out the answer to that, go into the Patreon and become a member. But I've got a really good one for you this week. I've saved this. I think we've got a good fragrance that we're going to talk about today. Good episode. So I think this is a good question. Now, I've asked this question a lot to my friends, and this is a great question that you can have at like parties and things, because it kind of causes this sort of bit of a debate and a chat. Here's the thing. I sound a bit dodgy, but I can't remember if it's 5 or 7. We'll go with 5. If you've got 5 inches, right?
Okay.
You're American, you deal with inches, don't you?
Uh-huh.
So if you've got 5 inches to change your body, how do you do it? So just to give you an example of what I mean, you could say, right, I'm going to make myself an inch taller. I'm going to have like an inch on each bicep. So there's 3 inches gone.
Yeah.
You can give or take. So you could go, well, I'm going to reduce my massive penis by an inch.
Okay.
So you could reduce your waistline. You could add to your chest. I can't remember. I can't remember if it's 5 or 7 inches that you had to deal with. But we can play with either. But let's go with 5.
We'll go
so
with
yeah,
5.
so you can add or take away a number of inches from different parts of your body. How do you deal them out? What are you going to do?
Oof, man.
It's tricky, isn't it?
It is tricky. So if I deduct inches, am I losing, like, let's say I've got 5 inches to work with. If I reduce an inch, do I lose one of those 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for example, if you were, I mean, it's quite rare, but if you were like, actually sometimes women have done this where they'd like to be a bit shorter. Normally men want to be taller. So yeah, if you say I would like to be an inch shorter, that's 1 inch gone. So you've got 4 inches left to play with.
Okay. I'm going to take away 3 inches of fat and make myself 2 inches taller.
So where's the fat though? So where's the measurement? Is it around your waist?
Yeah.
Okay, you're just keeping it simple. You want your waist to be 3 inches smaller, and then you want to be how many inches taller?
2.
What? How tall are you? You're like 6, aren't you?
Yeah, 6 foot. Yeah, so 6'2" would be good.
Yeah, but damn, I was going to add 2 inches on to be 6 foot, but I just need to add 5 on. It's like,
yeah, I think you're taller than you let on. We have pictures together.
It's the hair. It's the hair is an optical illusion.
Gotcha.
I'm 5'10".
Okay.
On a good day in platforms. No, yeah, I'm 5'10". I always thought 6 foot is quite a good height, but clearly it's not enough. So you've made me feel slightly inadequate there.
You know, this is the thing they say, right? It's like it's never enough, no matter what.
So I think I would do. I was going to do 2 inches on my height. I might do 3 now. You've made me insecure about my 6 foot height, even though I'm not even 6 foot. That's really bad. That is. Yeah, maybe 6'1" would be good. I would then. So that's if I've taken 3. Perhaps I'd take 1.5 inches around my waist and just add on half an inch on my knob.
There you go. Half an inch works.
Every half inch counts.
That's right.
We're not getting into deep detail here, but I'm perfectly happy with the size of my appendage. But, if you were just going a bit more, why not? Half an inch is not going to... Yeah, something like that.
I mean, you could dump all 5 on it and then start an OnlyFans.
Knocking against your knee, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Tucking it into your socks. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do that.
It depends on, I mean, look, I don't know if we're getting too far in the weeds here on a fragrance podcast, but it is vanilla sex episode. I feel like if you're in a committed relationship, unless you're really struggling in size, the whole debate on length and all that stuff, it ends up just being a spectacle for men to feel insecure about.
Yeah, this is the thing. I've been married for 12 years. I had to check that in my head. I've had 2 kids, so it's all good. I don't think I've got anything to prove in that regard.
Right.
So why I'm wasting half an inch there, I don't know. I'll be 6'1.5". How about 6'1.5"?
There you go. See, yeah, because actually on paper, you know how they like measure your height at the doctor's office. They like use the whole thing. Without shoes on, I'm actually 5'11.5". So I could probably use that half inch.
Oh, there you go.
I could do 3 and a. What did I do? 2 inches on my height. I could do 2.5 there and take 2.5.
Oh, you're always trying to be 2 inches taller than me, aren't you? That's your problem.
Yeah. Of course.
I mean, all this appendage talk has, as you say, it's kind of on point or on trend for this episode, because we are talking about Tom Ford's Vanilla Sex.
Oh, yeah.
And just before we started recording, I typed in Vanilla Sex on my laptop, which I then thoroughly regretted because I realised it's my work laptop. And I've searched for Vanilla Sex and thinking just for the Tom Ford fragrance. And it came up with a description of what vanilla sex is, which is basically just plain boring sex without any fetishes or anything like that. So now that's in my search history, which is awkward. But anyway, we are talking about Tom Ford's Vanilla Sex, and neither of us has smelt this before, have we?
No, I haven't. And maybe because I felt like I was going to be a pervert if I was smelling it in the store. And you can't just blind buy a Tom Ford.
Can you imagine just walking up to somebody in a store and sort of going, do you do vanilla sex?
Can I smell your vanilla sex, please?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, I must admit, I didn't realise vanilla sex. I know you describe sex as vanilla means it's very bland and boring and safe, as per the search on my laptop now. I've never referred to it as vanilla sex. I was always just thinking.
Yeah.
So this is obviously going to be a vanilla heavy fragrance. We've got the notes here. Shall I share them before we even smell it?
No, Steve, because I have from Fragrantica a review from Frozen Charlotte that I have to share first.
Oh, I'm excited. Go on then. What's Frozen Charlotte got to say about it?
I think that this may be, as you dudes would say, a piss take.
Okay.
Because Charlotte says, remember having to dissect fetal pigs in high school bio class? Remember how the pigs came individually wrapped and marinated in formaldehyde? Imagine if someone took that marinade and put vanilla in it. I don't know what kind of sex Mr. Ford is having, but clearly he needs to be stopped.
Wow. I mean, I've never dissected a pig, so I don't know about that one. It's an interesting take nonetheless.
Yeah, we did worms and frogs.
Yeah, I don't even remember doing any dissections. I can't remember. Definitely didn't do worms. I think we might have done something more at A level, which is kind of a higher level of biology, but I can't remember. I am excited to smell this. I must admit, I was scrolling through the Fragrantica page. I can see somebody's already commented that it just doesn't last or project.
That's not a shocker for Tom Ford's, unfortunately.
No, but it's so fucking expensive. To this day, Tom Ford's Lost Cherry is the worst performing fragrance I've ever smelled. I don't think there's anything, certainly relative to price, it's definitely the worst. I've smelled some cheapies that didn't last, but for that's ridiculous. So anyway, I'm excited to smell this. So we're going to spray it, give our first impressions. I mean, I'm referenced the notes, so I'm going to share them now so we can see if we can pick them out. But there's bitter almond at the top, vanilla in the mid with floral notes. In the base notes, there's vanilla absolute and ultra vanille, which has got a trademark. So presumably some sort of vanilla aroma chemical, tonka bean and sandalwood. So if you don't like vanilla, this isn't the one. But sounds good. I think I'm going to like it. Do you think you're going to like this, Mike?
I have a sneaking suspicion that it's going to be quite feminine. So if that's the case, I will try to imagine it on a beautiful woman and not on my hairy ass hand. But I'm entering with an open mind because I've been more positively affected by vanilla in fragrances here recently.
What's concerning me is the same person that said it doesn't last also made a point of saying, I don't get any pea smell, as if so presumably lots of other people have commented on that. So.
Yes, I did read a few that people said it should have been golden sex instead of vanilla sex for that specific reason.
We're going to do this then, yeah?
Let's do it.
I better get you on camera. Let's go. I'm spraying on the back of my hand. Okay.
A lot of vanilla in the air.
Yeah, it's more floral, actually. I thought it was going to be really sweet, full-on vanilla, but very floral. The vanilla is absolutely there, but yeah, it's not as real. I thought it was going to be a lot sweeter than that. Than it currently is, but I guess once the tonka bean comes through, we're probably obviously getting some almond, vanilla and the floral notes. We're not getting much tonka at the minute.
This is pretty good.
I absolutely like it.
Yeah, I do too. It is very feminine.
Yes, very. But that's the big thing for me at the minute. I thought it was going to be a really sweet, heavy vanilla.
Yeah, same.
But it's kind of like a powdery floral with vanilla, you know?
Right, yeah, it's a little bit fresher than I had imagined.
What's the age of this? I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, like who'd wear this, but do you think it smells like a young woman or old? Because you're saying feminine, so you're imagining a woman. Are you imagining an older woman, younger woman?
No, I'm thinking 25 to 45. I mean, really 25 and up, but it doesn't smell too young to me.
No, I think this is probably a bit older than 25. I think probably 30s and up. I think this is like mature, but not mature as in old. Mature as in just got your shit together, a bit more sophisticated. You know what I mean? Just mature in the true sense of the word.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. I was going to say it smells like more of a sophisticated vanilla fragrance.
Yeah, this is not a girly, cheap, sweet, sickly sweet. This is not something that a 20-year-old's wearing on a night out. This is not that vibe at all. Not to me, anyway. I think this is more something that a 30-something would wear in an office.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
It's really clean, really nice. The name almost gives it a disservice. I think,
agree.
As I say, I can totally imagine smelling this on a really classy, attractive woman, well-dressed in her 30s, in an office, and then somebody says, "Oh, you smell lovely. What are you wearing?" And you would just say, "Oh, it's a Tom Ford, a Tom Ford vanilla fragrance." Yeah, exactly. God, I really like this. I wouldn't wear it, but I really like it. Is this marketed as unisex, I assume? Let me see what it says. Yeah, it does say for women and men. Men could wear this, absolutely, because it's not that sickly, sweet, girly type scent, but I think it's definitely more feminine. It's just not as heavy on the vanilla as I thought it would be. So
you think that a man could wear this fragrance?
Yeah, I think they could. I think it's because it's not. So it's marketed to men and women, but I think on the spectrum it's definitely more feminine. But because it's not girly, it's not that juvenile, sickly, sweet girly, something like an 18, 19-year-old girl would wear.
Right.
Because it's a bit more classy and sophisticated, like we said, I think a man could wear it, but it's definitely more feminine on the whole spectrum of things.
What it kind of reminds me of is, and I don't know the name of the fragrance that they're cloning, but Madagascar by Insider. Did you smell that vanilla fragrance?
No, I've never smelt it.
Oh,
that got
man.
Mad hype, that did. Because isn't that cloning like a mad expensive fragrance?
Yes, yeah.
I can't remember, but didn't Dan say it's like the original's like stupid money, isn't it? Isn't it like over $1,000 or something? Over 1,000, I think, or something silly.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I remember it being way out of my budget. But this kind of reminds me if they took that fragrance and said, all right, now let's make it more feminine, and it'd be like an answer for the ladies.
Yeah, okay.
This has that same, it smells like a very, like my nose can tell the difference, but it smells like a very high quality vanilla fragrance. But maybe it's because it's not too sweet.
I don't know if it's the floral powderiness to it, but do you get that sort of laundry vibe as well?
Yes, yeah.
Like clean laundry.
Yeah, this isn't too much like candy or dessert. I mean, it is sweet and it is vanilla, but it's also sexy.
I've just looked up what that was a clone of, by the way. It's inspired by Henry Jacques Bleu Vanille.
Okay.
The Madagascar. I think that's crazy money. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is. It's £1,055.
Jesus. Good God.
It might be discontinued now, actually. So it might have been another one, Blue Vanille. Let's have a look. But all of his fragrances are in that ballpark. So yeah.
Well, it's incredible.
Yeah, literally over 1,000. That's crazy.
But that's what this kind of reminds me of. That type of vanilla, it is really nice, man.
God, it is really good. I wonder if my missus would like this. Because, I mean, if you had a partner that smelled, if your
way to rub it in. Jeez.
If you had a house, a wife, a mortgage. Like imagine you not sleeping on a sofa. No, you're all right, mate. You've got your own place now. Stop whining.
It's true.
We're moving on now. Live in the now, Mike. You've got your own house.
Yeah. I actually got the keys for it yesterday. So
yeah, if you're a Patreon member, we did. I don't know what order we're going to release these episodes in actually, but there's we talk a little bit about it. But yeah, Mike's got his own gaff now, and I made reference that he's no longer the littlest hobo, so that's always good.
true.
But okay, if you had a female friend, the boy I was going to go, if you was hugging somebody,
yes,
and they smelled like this, you'd hold that hug a bit longer, wouldn't you? Because I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is that laundry thing or what, but there's something really sort of comforting about this fragrance as well. Do you know what I mean? If I was like hugging someone, they smell like this, I'd be like, oh, you smell really good. And it's just just really nice and comforting.
It's like a warm sweater. That's what this is kind of like.
Yeah. Along that ilk, do you think though this would smell really good on a woman, as we said, probably in an office who's a bit more mature, you'd love to smell a friend hugging. Do you think this is sexy?
No.
It's not, is it? Again, the name's wrong.
Yeah. So for let's say a fragrance that is inspired by desire, I feel like they have to be a little darker.
Yeah, absolutely.
There has to be something to it, a little bit more bite to it, a little smoke, a little leather, a little something. Dark rose.
This smells like, I'm really liking this fragrance. I would love my wife to wear this fragrance.
For sure.
Like around the house, during the week, as a daily driver, I'd be all happy for this. But if we were going out on a date or a night out or going to a party, I wouldn't recommend that she wore this fragrance. I wouldn't go, well, you should wear that one. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not...
Right.
It's not sexy. Like, I love it. I'd love to smell it on her if we were just snuggling on the sofa or giving her a hug. It smells lovely, but it's not a sexy fragrance. So I just think the name is so far off the mark in my mind.
Or is it? Is it
because the vanilla, it's plain and simple? Mm.
Yeah. There's not much going on. There's no kinkiness to it. It just gets the job done.
Yeah, vanilla sex, when you Google it, which I did on my work laptop and I'm regretting, it comes up as it's just plain ordinary sex with no kinks or fetishes.
Right.
Is that what they're trying to say this is? This is just plain and simple vanilla?
Yeah.
Or are they trying to say it's vanilla sex?
Right.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with it, but I just think putting the sex in the name is just misleading. It just makes you, I think it would steer some people away who would this would work really well for.
If you're trying to describe the type of fragrance that you're wearing to somebody and they ask, you're obligated to get into an area of conversation you might not want to have with just a random person where you bring up sex in the name.
God, I really like this.
Yeah.
As I say, not to wear, I would... But,
right. Oh, I agree with you. Yeah,
but to smell, this is... I really hope my wife likes this fragrance.
How many... Because you ordered a sample of it, how much did you get?
I've not got much, unfortunately. I only got like a mil.
Yeah.
I literally just wanted to smell it. But that said, you can see there's a bit in there, so you should get a couple of wears out of that.
Yeah,
God, that is really good.
I got the little... dauber. I didn't even get an atomizer.
I can't see you where you are. You're there. I see you. Oh, wow. Jeez.
I know. I went cheap on it.
That's fine. It's a fucking expensive fragrance. We've sort of done what you used to do. We've answered a lot of things that you used to do, like who's wearing it.
Yeah.
Is it man wearing all this? Let's have a look at the price point. Let's just see what that is. I'm scared to if we can Google it now, but damn, mate, 50 millilitres is RRP is £290. On this particular website, it's down to 275.
Wow. Still, jeez.
50 millilitres.
For this, no.
That's madness. Yeah, on Cult Beauty, it's 290. So definitely the RRP is £290 for 50 millilitres.
That is insane. That's a no.
That is a hard. You could if you want to save some money, Mike, you could get the 30 mil because that's only £171 on this particular website.
And with it not lasting, you'd have to spray the hell out of it. It'd be gone in 3 weeks.
Oh God, it's so good though. Yeah, that's the thing. If it doesn't perform, so yeah, price no. I think we've answered who's wearing it. I mean, I said a mature woman in an office or daily driver, you know, you could wear this like around the house or whatever, just like hugging on the sofa. But in the office, I think it's classed and sophisticated. Do you agree with that? Would you?
I'm with you. Okay. I love this thing for a lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for a man so much. I don't know if we're doing this or not really. So, you know, would you consider purchasing it? I'm going to rename things.
Would you let's try it? Maybe, we could maybe
try it some way.
Would you skip it, try it, or buy it? What would you say for the listeners?
Well, I would say try it. You've got, because it smells, it's definitely worth smelling because it's gorgeous. If you're spenny and you've got lots of money and you're happy to drop some dollar on this, then fair play to you. I would like to be your friend because, you know, you would pick up the tab at dinner. But so because it smells gorgeous, definitely smell it, but do not blind buy it because the price, and apparently it doesn't last. So what about you, Mike? You same?
Yeah, it's definitely a try for most people. One, because don't blind buy something that outrageous. But also, it may still not be your vibe if you're not big into vanilla. I know quite a few women who aren't.
I think what's still blowing my mind is it's not that heavy on vanilla.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not. I think there's a house that I smelt. There was a stand at Essence, and I'd have to try and look them up. I think they're called House of Vanilla, actually.
Really?
And they basically, all of their fragrances are vanilla based and different types of vanilla. And the woman was really lovely. She showed me, and it was interesting to smell the different types of vanilla as well. So they've like, you know, Madagascar vanilla, Tahitian vanilla, and all this. So some of those are really, you know, as you can imagine, it's just vanilla and it's really heavy. So I think perhaps that's what I was expecting. I was really coming in thinking this is going to be super vanilla. It's absolutely there and you can smell it, but it's more of this powdery floral with vanilla. And it's thrown me a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah, it's almost like if you'd imagine smelling, this is going to sound like a weird thing here. If you imagine smelling vanilla bean ice cream, this is what it kind of reminds me of. It's like that creamy, soft. It's got that hint, but there's something fancy about it.
Oh, God, I think it's gorgeous. I really do love it, but I just wouldn't buy it and I wouldn't wear it. But I will try and encourage my wife to wear this 1 milliliters that I have. Sorry, 0.95 milliliters or whatever it was.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to have to pass this on. Maybe as a single man, I'll run into a lady I really like, and then I'll just start showering her with 1 mil samples and stuff. Oh, Lord.
Just, you need to spray at one specific point wherever your nose goes, where you hug her. Just, I know you can't spray anywhere else, just that one bit in your neck, because that's where I nuzzle. Yeah, that's the thing.
For sure.
Gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. Bad name, bad price.
Yeah.
That's my summary of that.
Agreed. Ladies and gentlemen, try it if you're loaded. If not, you may like it too much, and then you'll just sit around pining for it.
Agreed.
Thanks for joining us on this sexy vanilla sex.
People are like, what have you been up to? I just did vanilla sex with Mike. Yeah. That's what I'm going to tell people.
I can promise you right now, it'd be anything but vanilla. There'd be crunchy peanut butter involved.
Oh, yeah. Well, I like smooth, so don't forget that.
Oh, see? But that's where it gets kinky, though. You gotta try some things
on each other. Well, God, this is just turning into a sex podcast. But anyway, really, really enjoyed that fragrance, and as always, really enjoyed your company, Mike. As a friend of mine used to say, always a pleasure and never a chore.
There we go. And until next time, stay healthy and spray healthy.